Here we are. Here's Gramps. Okay, now where are we? 1.32 now. So, 1.32 owned trailers and I don't have a lot of owned trailers yet. Got a flatbed, which is the in-game flatbed, because I want to do heavy haul. And then I've got this flatbed with Jeep and spreader by Slippery Stairs, and that. Got a flatbed by Slippery Stair. I can also do one. I may have problems with that because you may need the Jeep with that. I'll see. But there's a possibility that if you don't use the Jeep, then it hooks up a foot above the fifth wheel and looks weird, so we'll see. Anyways, I have a cargo. I'm heading from Maniwaki to Ottawa. I didn't notice the transformer is Siemens. SIEMENS is the name of the company. This is CIMENS. This is my maybe a bit much for this truck. Ton. I probably need to turn the sound down. Oh, we are down. Okay. Typically switches around 2000. Now the road down from Maniwaki to Ottawa is a twisty 2-lane highway for much of the way. Now, there is some 4-lane, but it's a pretty twisty, twitchy road. It goes alongside the Gatineau River for quite a bit. It's known for logging trucks. It's really bad for logging trucks. Okay, thank you. Now let's see how well this tracks around a corner. Not bad. We missed that car, barely. I think I'd like this trailer best with without the spreader in the back. That's an option, and I think I'm going to do that option. Oh, MCB! Cheers for my power. Thank you very much, man. Hey. My power came on last night about 10:30. Actually, it woke me up because I realized, oh, I got to bed with a lot of lights on in the house. It was cold. It was cold because the furnace was off, of course, because the power was off. But even when the power came back on, the furnace didn't, because I think the pilot light had got out. So I had a small electric heater I ran. So But Saturday night, the there's a wine, sort of a private wine store up the corner, and they got power, I think, Saturday night. And they opened up and they were busy as hell. So. But unfortunately, so I was out at my son's Saturday and Sunday. Which was nice, okay, went out, had supper, and then came back and slept here. Lit some candles, read a book. But very little damage or inconvenience. You know, I didn't get hit by it. But the tornado ripped up. There's two connection points between Ontario Hydro and Ottawa Hydro, and it basically ripped up one of the connection points, lifted the roof off the substation and dumped it on top of all the switchgear in the yard outside. So their work here has been routing the power around, and as they route it, they have to test each area before they can reintroduce power into it in case transformers are gone there or whatever. So, but thanks, I appreciate the bits. Unfortunately, I missed, as you see, I had to miss both convoys, and I was so looking forward to both of those. The heavy haul would have been something else. There were hundreds of people. I was watching some of it. There was lots of lag in it. And then the Lazy Truckers convoy too. So just a second, I gotta answer the door. Sorry about that. My landlord was my landlord knocked at the door and he wanted to move the cars around. Oh, the ACT are gonna have a pilot car. Ooh, catching up. And a tracker. Yes, I'm good after that. Sorry, race outside, move the cars, race back in. Yes. Possibly overloaded this truck. And I guess we've determined that we can't have this kind of load with this truck. Okay. Well, I guess we have to cancel the job, eh? Yeah, I'll have to pay a fee. Ooh. Oh, I have no delivery job, but I have to. But I've still got this big trailer. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change trucks, really. Yeah, that's the trailer. That's the what is it? Silly SS trailer, whatever it was. But this little truck, although it's a cute little truck, is not well suited for that. So I think I'm going to change trailers. Trailer manager. I've got a flatbed that just has a, we'll see what this looks like. No Jeep or anything. Or let's go in and buy a trailer, another trailer. What the hell? So allegedly, so slippery stair. So he's got 3 different kinds of trailer, all that you can own. The first one is this, just a flatbed, which I have. My understanding is people are complaining that this is about a foot. The gooseneck is about a foot above the 5th wheel because he's designed it to go with a Jeep. We'll see. We'll see. Let's try changing. Let's try changing trailers. I have to dismiss this one, I think, and then I have to say I want to use this one. Yeah, yes, that'll be spawned to my garage in Reno. And of course, now I have to get to the garage in Reno. Yes, he also has fuel tanker mods too, but I really want to do heavy haul, and I'm having a hard time. I thought there was a couple of others that I thought were applicable, and neither of them gave you owned trailers. They were low boy trailers for 1.32, but hey there, Hanson. How are you? So I sort of like this truck. I've, you know, the inside's got this old wool blanket and this wood grain. You can't really see it now. It's this wood grain cabinetry. It's kind of a hunky little truck, so I think I'm going to take that truck and I'm going to use trailer manager, and we are using that one. So if we're using that one, we should be able to see it here. Hey there, Hanson. How you doing? Oh, there it is. There it is. Oops. Not a very good turning ratio. So the tornado, there was 2 tornadoes that hit Ottawa. It's sort of like crying wolf, though, because we have had a number of in the summer. Yeah, it'd be nice if those wheels touch the ground in the front, eh? In the summer, there have been a number of there's thunderstorms that come through, and the closest they get to tornado is say there will be strong storm cells capable of forming a tornado. None of them ever formed a tornado, and this time it did 2. So this is this one. Back Series 61. The old style, the 62B, I think it's called, really, which is confusing. Hey, Lady McCoy, how are you? Yes. See, so I think this is what happens. So you attach the trailer, and that's how it sits. Oh wow. Yeah. So I was saying there's 2 tornadoes. One of them hit north of here, Dunrobin, and country, a small country place, and wiped out a few places. Nobody killed. The other one hit twice in Ottawa, once in the Arlington Woods area, and then took out a whole whack of mature trees and wrecked a few houses, but nobody killed. And yes, real tornadoes. And that same one also touched down on the Merivale Road substation. There are 2 substations that connect Ontario Hydro and Ottawa Hydro. And it touched down at one of them and pulled the roof off a couple of buildings and dumped it on the yard full of switching equipment. Yes. So it's going to take them another couple of weeks to repair that, because they've got to clear up all the debris and then rebuild the lattice, the lattice work, the framework, that aluminum framework they have, and hang new switches and wires and everything, and probably move in new transformers, and then connect it up. So in the meantime, they spent several days rerouting power around the city and testing new areas as they rerouted power through it. Well, nobody got killed. There's 4 people still in the hospital. 1 critical, but critical for a couple of days. Oh yeah, I guess you gotta get a delivery job. Well, let's take something from Reno that uses this and not 61 tons. We'll go use your own trailer. And I've discovered that there's a bug in the program that it gives you these choices. It knows you've got a trailer, yet it still gives you choices like this. It shouldn't be. It should be given like this, heavy box test. See, according to this, there actually are there are no cargoes out of Reno for me. I have to go to Truckee to see if there's something there. How about the Carson City? about anywhere. How about something going to Ottawa? That'd be nice. Then we can pretend that we are helping out in Ottawa. So, yep, I'm good, Hanson. My family is good. My son lives out in Orleans. He lost power for like a minute because they're supplied from the other access point. My daughter and I live sort of downtown. We both lost power. But I went out to visit my son in Orleans and stay there in the day, and she went out to visit her mother in Orleans and stayed there. So, all was good. Geez, you know, there's nothing for this trailer. I'm not sure why. Thank you, Lady McCoy. Thank you for the 10 bits. I think I'm going to get rid of my trailer and then just pick up a load and drive with it because it's trailer manager. I probably have to sleep or something, so I'll try that some other time. I just wanted to get out and do some driving, so drive, job market, earn money using your own truck. From Reno. There we go. Oh, here. Oh, it's a transformer. That's not there. See, I don't understand this. Oh, look, a transformer. No, I think it's gone. Truckee. Komatsu, cable coil. This is interesting. Oh, let's just take this one. When does it have to leave? 10 hours. Let's take an excavator across the countryside. What the hell? We may or may not finish it. Because this is weird. I'm not sure whether this is an artifact of, I don't know. MCB, are you up on anybody else? Lady McCoy, you are on 1.32. I got all these things that are not there. Milling machine. No. Maybe it's there. Let's see. What happens if I take one? What if I take this? What happens if I pick up this transformer? Going to Kansas. Yes, Crusher. Power came back on last night at 10:30. But the heat did not come on. It went down. I think it went down to 5C last night. So I had a small electric heater running. It's okay. That's okay. Not a problem. I'll just wait for you guys, then I'll pull out. There we go. It's kind of annoying the way this front end floats above the pavement, but I'll ignore it. So we'll see what this cargo looks like. The game thinks there's nothing there. to, what lane do we have to be in here? It's hard to say. Straight through, I guess. Well, this truck has... You can't really see it. Just a little cubby hole with a curtain. It's 5 a.m. We'll wait till 6. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Lady McCoy, whether that's because I've got this other guy's trailer mod added in and it's messing up the cargoes. Or whether this is an artifact of 1.32. Because even when I had the cargo, like even when I had the trailer, it was giving me cargoes that I could take. That included a trailer. Like the game should know that I have a trailer. And now, if we look, it's doing the opposite really. It's giving me trailers with nothing on them. So we're going to take this as a job and we'll see what happens. But anyways, welcome to my stream. We are exploring things here. We're trying not to hit that truck. Yeah, I think it's the guy. I think it's the trailer mod that I have. This SS, slippery Sam, slippery slope. Did we make it? Yes, we did. Yeah, we'll see what happens when we go to pick up a load with this. Guys, now we don't want to get stuck in the middle of the intersection here. Oh, it's at the light. Well, yeah, I'll pick up a load, or I'll see what happens when I go to pick up this load, and then I think I'll delete his. I'll delete his mod for now. That's too bad. That was the reason. The reason I updated 1.32 is I thought there were several people who had done mods for ownable trailers, and it turned out just one of them was really ownable trailers, and that one looks like it's doing weird things with mods. But I think actually Alleycat was the one that recommended it to me. Do a save. It looked like a good mod. The videos look good, but. Actually, I think I had the reefer before for heavy haul. Yeah, see there's the trailer. So 26-ton transformer. No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm gonna hook it up with that, and it's going to. Well, it's going to think it's a 26-ton transformer. That's not. So let's go back to the let's go back to this save here. It is a very heavy fig note. It's a virtual transformer for Bitcoin transactions, maybe. There's Sam on that dam. Sam I am. Okay, so trailer manager. Sell it. Sell it. Profiles. We'll go to the mod manager. We'll get rid of Slippery Sam. Slippery. Slippery's ownable. There's this other one. There's this other one which may or may not work. Oh, that's the one that's not ownable. So, didn't really matter. Although, let's see. Continue. So I got Mexico. I got the new Mexico, the new Coast, the new Canada Dream. Upgraded those. The new CIP traffic. I've got the same Alexi P physics. Took out Chris 45 trailers. Took out the Jazzy Cat trailers. I think the not sure when they're going to update them. Come on now. Come on. Game change. We're back in Reno. So, trailer dealer, we've got the standards and the reefers. So I got a flatbed. And I'm pretty sure if you have the flatbed, trailer manager, flatbed, use. You go in the job market and use your own trailer. Now it works properly. Now all it does is show me jobs that fit on a flatbed. Oh, he updated railway military for 1.32. Excellent. Make a note of that. I should update that. Thank you. So from Reno, we got things like that. Reservoir tanks. And if we drive to Truckee, there's nothing there. And if we drive to Carson City, we've got plows and tanks. Why? So there's not a lot of, if you look in the general sense, you can get pipes and pipes, ventilation shafts. Oh, this, you get this thing. Actually the hayload is kind of, it's a hayload's an interesting payload because the overweight trailers. Sorry. Oh, the overweight trailer one. Okay, I'll have to check it out then. So we're here in Reno, and we can just take one of these things and go. New Mexico would be good, or don't want to go across the world to Tennessee. Up to Maple Creek, Saskatchewan. It's up through the mountains. Let's go to Maple Creek. It's going to be an hour and a half. It's going to be going to New Mexico. Oop, and the game died. That interesting. Isn't that special? Well, it usually just happens to me when I'm playing around with the profiles in ETS, but I guess ATS felt left out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, his trailer mods, yeah. Trailers seem to add a lot of time to this, and maybe it's because they have to be, sorted against some database of jobs against cities. Five minutes, wow. Well, I'm not putting all those trailer mods in then. But I think I'll put his military cargo. Although the overweight ones are nice too, so. Okay, what do we got? Do we have a trailer? $59,000 entries. Well, that would do it, I guess. He's not really that big on optimizing then. I'm assuming my trailer's going to be around here. Ooh, it's not. Why not? What the hell? What happened to the job here? Oh, it was a job I was taking. The trailer, though, I thought. Guess when the game crashed. There we go. There's my trailer. Pretty long. I'm not sure how long it is. Job market. We'll get there. We'll get there. Here in Reno. We're taking, we're going to New Mexico. We can not go to New Mexico if the game is going to do different. We don't want to go there. Too far. Way too far. Medium. Amarillo's good. Okay, cross country and then down to Amarillo. Set as GPS. Reservoir tank. Wipers have two speeds, intermittent and on. Oh yeah, lights too. guys. I may even get stuck coming out here. No, I'll be good. The axles are, luckily, they're moved up. I think I picked this where the dualies were slid forward, because I think that gives me a legal length in California. I think it's 53 feet in California from kingpin to last axle. A lot of traffic here. Night, bugger all here. Thank you. Now we'll see if anybody else was nice. Okay, I missed that guy. I cheated, but yeah, I missed that guy. And the back end didn't catch anybody. We're going to the same place we were before. This time, though, there will be an actual cargo force. So, welcome to my stream, viewers, and I'm at 1.32 now, playing with, learning about ownable trailers. I stream afternoons and evenings, heavy haul and long distance if I can. Getting back in the swing of things, like I said, I upgraded to 1.32, and I was gone a few days because we had no power here on account of the tornado. Tornadoes. Yeah, I have long. I'm not sure. I'll have to check, but it's probably, you know, might be decades since the last time we actually had a tornado here. Ah, Panda Lovers, thank you very much for the follow, man. So, like I said, we often have thunderstorm warnings that warn that there's cells have potential to form a tornado, and they never do, and this time they did, and it formed two. And one wrecked a bunch of houses out in the country, and the other wrecked a bunch of electrical stuff, a substation here in Ottawa. But, I don't know, 180,000 people without power for a couple of days. Basically the west side of the city, because the east side is fed through a different distribution point. Oh yeah, we're going there. I think, where are we going here? So, hopefully everybody else is doing well. Everybody else had a good weekend, I trust. I mean, mine was okay. I wasn't really in that dire straits or anything, and I spent the time with my sons. His kids were off school. Had supper there, played with the kids. Charged up my cell phone. Read a book, you know. Job offer. The job offer would be this. Reservoir tank. Yeah. Into this, I guess. Oh, or we can skip loading. Maybe we'll do that. See, that's a reservoir tank. We really don't need that big a flatbed. Weird. It'd be nice if there was cargoes that actually use the 53-foot flatbed, or maybe I can do. I guess what you can do, what that tells you is, I'm gonna buy a flatbed. It can only be. It doesn't have to be 53. Yeah. Buy a shorter one. Little 28-foot flatbed. That's kind of nice. I think you can put these same cargoes on it. That's the weird thing. Yeah, I'm not see. Let me see which one I have here now. We've got a 16 meter, whatever that is in feet. Maybe that's 48 feet. So probably don't need the 48 feet because. Point to keep in mind. The track's okay. It's not a problem really. Track's a little long, but just want to get on the road with something here. I'll do that. I'll try the, I'll buy two. I'll buy this, I got this one, I'll buy a 28 foot. Then I'll see what sort of cargoes I get. Let's see, with this one in the job market, I get pipes, hay, plows, tubes, reservoir tanks, so I'll experiment after to see whether if I get pipes, whether they fill the whole trailer. Because if they only go back that far with pipes, then this is a waste of trailer. We'll see. Coming through, buddy. Coming through. This is kind of a funky old truck. Oh yeah, see the wood grain? Nice wood grain in back there. Lot of cool gears. Does not have anything indicating the cruise control, or does not have, you know, any trip computer to give you fuel mileage or anything like that. How many miles you've got? Nope, nothing. So anyways, so I don't went out and got some groceries. There were some gaps in the grocery store because they'd had generators, but I guess some stuff they had to, you know, throw out, or they hadn't restocked because they got power. They would have got power late last night that I think I did. So spaghetti sauce was on sale. So I got a jar of that, got some veggies, and I'll make an enhanced sauce. Like this, the lever and a click, 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 click. I added another channel to my auto host. It's not a truck driving channel. I added Bob Ross. Okay. Oh, now you're gonna let me through because the lights changed. I know. You guys wanted to go, but I couldn't let you go. So MCB, if you're still there, how did the convoy go? How did the lazy trucker convoy go? Oh, thank you. Just jammed on his brakes and stopped dead on the highway to let me merge. Nice, but dangerous. Get this big long flatbed and a reservoir tank on it. Now, like I said, after this job, I'm gonna try to see. So if I have this big long flatbed, do any of the cargoes really care that it's this long? I think this is a 48, I think. If I get the 28, will these fit also? Skip up a couple of gears there. And I might get back to the Volvo after this run. This is a cute truck, but thank you. We can bypass the way station. Isn't that nice? Which means that even if you wanted to go in and get weight, could not. Excuse me, which I find annoying, really. Downshift here, okay? And 18. if we go through mountains, definitely don't need wipers. And this is how the wipers park. They just stop like that. Because that's what wipers used to do. In fact, they used to sometimes just stop wherever they wanted to in the middle of the screen. So I'm in 1.32 and I have all those mods for enhanced road surfaces, enhanced vegetation, enhanced mountains, and I'm not really sure whether I need those in 1.32. I could take them all out and enhance graphics mods, graphics mode or something, but hard to say whether it really is helping or not, right? Hi, Cat. Hello, how are you? Was it you that was you, Rally Cat, wasn't it, that recommended the slippery seal, whatever, on trailers? Oh, and you're from Ottawa too. Yes. So when did you get power? Or when did you lose power? Mine went off with everybody else Friday evening, but didn't come back on until Sunday evening at what, 10:20? Excuse me. Yeah, late Sunday. Yeah, mine came on late Sunday. Got a lot of connections done late Sunday. Made out fine in the storm. You know, no wind damage, nothing broken, no trees fell down, no windows broken. I had procrastinated going grocery shopping. I was going to do a big run on Friday, and then I thought, no, I'll do it later. So it meant that I've hardly had anything to throw out. I had a bunch of chicken that thawed. I brought it to my sons, and I don't know, half a package of Eggo waffles, a couple of small packages of frozen fruit. Oh, welcome to my stream. It looked in the beginning, I announced at the beginning I was taking a transformer to Ottawa to help out with the repair work. I picked that up in Maniwaki and I could not get it uphill with this truck. This is it's a 285 horsepower. It's pretty low and it doesn't have a lot of traction, so it's a cute looking truck, but it doesn't. I like to do heavy haul, and it's not good for heavy haul. So I think I'm gonna go back to either my Volvo or my K-Whopper truck. So. Oh, or I'll just fall asleep here. Contractors won't be up in the morning, so. So, Alicat, I tried that slippery slope, slippery Sahem, whatever, trailer mod, but they're interesting mods, but it seemed to mess up the job list. I had trailers that were empty. You looked at it, was an empty trailer, but it said there was a transformer on it. And I couldn't find loads for this in-game trailer, which is just weird what it was doing, which is bizarre. So I don't know. That's pretty well. I upgraded to 1.32 as I looked at it. It looked good, but junk. It's getting warm here. I think I need to take off my jacket and perhaps get a, not more coffee, but get a cider. So don't go away, folks. Yeah. I'll have to look again, make sure I have the latest version of it. I have Slippery's ownable 0.9.5. So if 0.9.5 is the latest, well, then I'm good. Yeah. I'll be back. Discord, and I put the link to Slippery Sam. So let's see if what my link says. Maybe I grabbed an old version. I don't know. Come on, Discord. Slippery Stairs. That's what it's called. Slippery Stairs. Fixed cargo. So I don't know. I don't know why it didn't work. Not sure. Not sure. I had a couple of his trailers, so I'll try them. I'll try them again. I'll experiment again when I'm not actually streaming and trying to go back and change things. No, I have not made sure all my old mods are updated, but I think a lot of my I got all the I've got the so Alicata updated the maps, coast to coast, Canada Dream, and Mexico. So they're updated. There's a bunch of mods I have for graphics and vegetation and mountains and roads and stuff like that. Those are all workshop mods. They all got updated automatically. The trailer mod, or sort of the traffic mod from CIP, that got updated. I did not update LXCP's physics mod, but that shouldn't mess with it. So you found, you mean you trailer mods that work? So Alicat, do you mean you found another trailer mod that gives you, Standard Gamer. Thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Hey, we're getting up there. So Alicat, you mean there's another mod that gives you ownable trailers? Do tell. Uh, 53. Well, see, but in game you can own there's like an insulated and a reefer that you can own in game. So what's the difference? Like how does that out? What the hell? What the hell? Oh yeah, go ahead. And you too. Do you want to cut in there? Oh, okay, okay. Well, I'll look for it. I'll look for it. Want to just, I don't know, you put it if you want to put it in the Discord. You've got access to the text in the Discord text chat if you want. Or if you know where offhand where it is, just mention it here, and then I'll find it after, and I'll put it in the Discord. I have not upgraded my ATS yet, but I suppose I could do that. ATS, I think you get you get ownable trailers like an ATS. There's the Crone trailer. I think somebody has done. No, this is this. I'm not in Truckers MP. Standard. I'm in single player 1.32. I've got my my Mac B62, I think it says, the mod. Nice wood grain here, in the back. But it only only goes up to I think 275 or 285 horsepower, so it's nice looking. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'll retire it. Nice little truck, eh? But still. Oops, I've been trying to steer. The wheels don't touch the ground, which is a little disconcerting. The front wheels. Oh, anyways, welcome to my stream, folks. I'm at 1.32 now, playing around with the owned trailers and trying to find a mod that I like. think I'm gonna go back and try that guy's mod again. Maybe it's where maybe it's the position I have it. Alley Cat. Maybe it's where I have it in the mods. Don't know. It's like it's conflicting with another trailer mod, and I don't think I have any others, so. So this is a kind of a limited dash too. It's kind of old school. It's got all these dials on it, a whole whack of them, and most of them don't work. That one to the one down here, it goes up and down. That's the turbo pressure. I step on the gas, on and off the gas. So that's realistic. That's what that would do. No, well, I'll try it again. I'll try it again because I don't know if you saw before what I had. I mean, I had like when you've got, see the problem, when the problem was I would have one of his or her, whoever he is, Slippery Sam, I would have Slippery Stairs, one of his trailers on, and yet I would go into the market where you pick up a cargo when you've got your own trailer, and rather than give me just cargoes, it would also show me trailers with cargoes. And then it also showed me when I got my flatbed, this one, the in-game flatbed, then it was showing me trailers that supposedly had a cargo, but you looked at it in the game and there was nothing on it, so. Turned out to be the truck. Well, then it might be this truck, really. I suppose I could take my trucks out and try it. Good point. I got a lot of engine mods and stuff, but, yeah. Again, that's the sort of thing I try offline, but... I mean, I have, well, I have 3 profiles on this, actually. I have my multiplayer profile, I have this one that I'm driving, and I have another profile for the standalone Hungary map. Multiplayer profile in this is a truck that doesn't have any, it's not tricked out because the options don't work anyways, and the mods don't work anyways, and it's got it's painted the skin that my VTC Lazy Truckers likes to use, so it's configured for that. And an ATS, I think I've just got 2. I've got a multiplayer and a regular one. So Alley Cat, have you thought about streaming all this game experience? See, there's the hay bales. See, now that I think fills the whole flatbed. Interesting. get to the next place, I'm gonna try, and when I finish this load, I'm gonna just pick some pipes and stuff and see whether they actually fill this. So I'll keep it. Oh, I remember Justin TV. Yeah, yeah. Well, my son started streaming back in January, and I had played this game for years. I had decided to try streaming it. At the time, I think I used the GE Force or whatever, like the GTX card. The streaming software that's built into the card itself, so you didn't even have to use OBS. It just made it sort of transparent, but it really loaded down the card. So that was a 750 card, I think. 750 Ti, I guess. Now I have a 1050 card, and it has more horsepower, and I use OBS separately, so I'm not bogging things down. I can get a good quality, I can get a good streaming rate, I've got unlimited data, and 10 megs down, 50 megs up, so we're good. And it's fun. I enjoy, I enjoy the sitting here babbling at people and having people chat back and having people to chat with each other, which is nice, little community thing. And I'm getting back into multiplayer too, now that I have Discord and I can actually talk to other people in the stream, in the multiplayer, convoy we're doing. That's fun. I like that. Unfortunately, I missed 2 convoys this weekend because I had no power because of that tornado thing. But had there was one. 1 o'clock on Sunday, Truckers MP had a heavy cargo convoy with, well, I'm sure over 100 people in it. I watched some of it. It was pretty laggy. They had a dedicated server, but still everybody was in one spot. And then there was one at 4 o'clock for Lacey Truckers, and I had to miss that too because no power. There we go. Had to move my view. We didn't even run out of supplies here with power off for the whole weekend. And there's like a store, well, the store up the street from me at the corner, there's a wine rack, which is sort of they sell just Ontario products, wines and ciders and stuff. Just, yeah, sort of okay. They got their power back Saturday evening, and they opened for 3 hours, and they just packed the store. Everybody wanted to, well, we don't have heat or heat or hydro, but we can certainly get some wine. And just down the street, there's a superstore, a real Canadian superstore. I think they're all home. That's Loblaws chain. They actually had a generator out back, like a transport truck sized, like a van, a 50-foot or whatever, with a generator inside, chugging away, powering up not only the store, but all their freezers and everything, so they can keep all their food cold. And they sell beer and wine, and alcohol. No, just beer and wine. Across from them was the liquor store. They were closed, no power in a few blocks away, the beer store closed, no power. So they sold $20,000 worth of booze. Oh. And my girlfriend she's coming up Wednesday, and she was saying if I still didn't have power, she was going to bring up some fresh fruits and vegetables and everything from the veggie shop. She lives in Roncesvalles in Toronto. And I was saying, no, it's okay. The store was open. People were in there shopping like mad, buying groceries and booze, and sharing notes that they're so lucky that relatively little destruction in the city. One tornado touched down in the country and wrecked a bunch of houses. Nobody killed. The other one touched down in the city and wrecked one of the two main power substations, and then bounced up and then touched down again and wrecked the neighborhood with a lot of mature trees and big power lines and stuff. But other than that, everybody was like, so where were you when the twister hit? What was interesting is we got alerts on our radios and TVs and cell phones. Everybody's cell phone got this alert that there was a tornado warning, and we've had a number of them over the years. Every time there's big thunderstorms, and we've never had a tornado until now. Yeah, my metro was closed. My metro was closed, but I think they had a generator. I saw a generator outside, so I think they had a generator running keeping running the coolers. Because I went in, they had today, and they had meat and dairy products and everything. The freezers, everything was full. A friend of mine took a picture of a metro near her. I'm not sure where she lives, but it was a big metro, and she took several pictures of empty coolers. They obviously did not have a generator. Oh, you knew it was coming because you were speaking with me, so yes, there we go, weather alerts. But even, yeah, because I got it on my phone, that's right, you don't have a phone. Or the cell phone for the alerts. But well, up to now, we would get these alerts about tornado and stuff, and we would be like, yeah, like we live in Ohio, yeah, it's not going to happen. So nobody used to worry about it, but now people are going to worry. There was this family, I don't know if it was the one in Barhaven, or sorry, in Arlington Woods or Dunrobin, where these houses were affected. And one guy said part of the roof came off. He was in his daughter's room holding on to his daughter, who was, I don't know, 6 or something. He's holding onto her hand, and then she's up in the air, like being sucked up into the air. He's holding onto her hand, and he can feel his hand starting to slip, and then the wind dies down and she falls back down. And this other place out on Robin, where there was a bunch of people in this sort of like a little convenience store, liquor store, beer store sort of thing, they got a big walk-in cooler where you can get beer. Well, when things started flying around and everything, the one guy, the owner there, he told his staff and customers, he said, into the cooler, and everybody went into the big cooler, and they crashed bang wallop for a minute, and then they opened the door, and the store was, destroyed. So I was out in Dunrobin, yes. So but considering that we've had this sort of cry wolf attitude here, because obviously enough people took shelter that people are okay, so that's good. Yeah, I have friends out in Dunrobin, so I knew the place that they meant when you're driving out. There's this place that's they got a liquor store, beer store, outlet, and a grocery store, sort of all in one spot. Oh, we should probably shift gears here, eh? Come on. Yeah, really not happy with the way the gears work on this thing either. I think I'm gonna go back to my Volvo. It's a mod, truck mod Volvo that an MCB has modded it and added some, tweaked the physics because the physics I got by LexiP tweaks the things like suspension and acceleration and adhesion, traction on the road, and how well you can stop, brake performance and all sorts of stuff for a whole whack of trucks, but it doesn't affect trucks like a modded Volvo. It's a 2018 Volvo somebody's done, so I think I'll do that. I think I'll go to the Volvo. Maybe I'll take this truck out. I'll try to narrow down why I'm getting weird stuff on that trailer mod. I think I'm gonna in ATS Alley Cat in ATS. Do you have all the? Let me look at them here. Let me look at them here, and we'll cross our fingers and hope we don't crash when we go to the profiles. I have a series. Sorry, I have fruit flies. I have a series of. See, this is my Mack truck. Then I get a supercharged engine for it, the Mack engine. So I'll have to see what engine actually I need. Yeah, see, I've got the LexiP's physics mod, which may or may not be working. Here's the Volvo. So I've got a bunch of logos, add-on packs. These things, I got realistic graphics mod, realistic roads, enhanced vegetation, new mountain textures. I don't know whether that really is helping or not. I tried this one for a trailer too. I don't know whether his trailer is. It's not ownable. I thought it was. It's not ownable, so I could really take that out really for all it works. So anyway, so let's see if we can go back to the game and welcome people. Fingers crossed. Yeah. What I'm not sure of, Alicat, is whether all those visual mods that I've got, whether they're needed. One would assume that they keep improving and improving 1.32, the base game. Oh, there we go, we died. One would assume that we keep improving the base game. And so that you don't need the mods, but don't know. If any of my viewers, welcome viewers, if any of you have, if you found some 1.32 ownable trailers that let you do heavy hauls. Now, yeah, the game doesn't like Alt Tab. The ETS seems to have even more problems. I'm guaranteed ETS will die when I go to the console, go to look at the profiles. Laser Jack, how you doing? Thank you very much for that. Hello. Crash detected. This crash detected. Yes, crash was detected. Borderless Windows from Steam. Did hi. What do you mean, Alley Cat? What do you mean borderless Windows from Steam? I have full screen mode. Possibly that's not what you mean. Um, Denim hi, Anna's 53. Sorry, English only. A program that makes any game run in borderless. Oh, so it's a separate program? Oh, yes, Canada. Ooh, excellent, Lady McCoy. So it's a program that you buy from Steam? Borderless gaming. Borderless gaming. Recone Helmet, thank you very much for the follow, man. Or lady. Be careful. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Join the crew. I'm on 1.52 and I'm trying to do things. I might have to. I had a mod and had problems with the mod, and Alley Cat is telling me that Alley Cat runs the mod okay and doesn't get problems. And I suspect from the fact that this person has the mod out, lots of people are talking about it and stuff, that they don't have problems either. So I suspect it's me and one of my mods. So I'll have to play around and try them. Ooh, possibly I need to get gas too. See, we can't really tell how many. Well, I can tell by going like this to see. No, just to go here. It's not telling me how much I have left in gas. Diagnostics. Oh, 450. Albuquerque to Yarmouth is a nice long trip. How heavy is it, Lady McCoy? You have your own truck, right? I guess we can get gas here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, you need the horsepower and the traction. $22K. 22,000 pounds. That's, oh, I'm running out of fuel. See, I thought in 1.31 it used to tell you how much. It used to tell you here how much mileage you had left. Am I missing something here, Alleycat? Well, this window does not tell me. This one tells me the truck. Co-insurance, blah blah blah, doo-da doo-da. So there's not something that tells me how many miles I have left to go. It used to be when you used to escape out to one of those menus, it would tell me how many miles you had left to go in the particular tank. Doesn't now. I have no idea how I tell now how many miles I got left. Not that the game really tells me how many miles things are away, so. So it says I need to get fuel soon, but that's usually like 250 miles, so we'll just ignore that. We'll get it in a while. Try to keep the revs down. That's the other thing. There's no weight on this to tell where you're at. It doesn't drop down as fast as it should, really. So, I don't know. Feel free to jump in, anybody. Tell me in 1.32 when I'm driving, how can I tell how many miles the game thinks I have got to go less? Keeping in mind that I don't know how many miles it is to the next gas station. I got two choices here. I can either go into town I can go loopity-doopity into town and get gas. That distance plus a bit. Or I can try to make it to the way station. If I don't make it to the way station, I get recovered back to Salt Lake City. I think to there. So. Because we don't have a clue. We don't have any computer on this, so all you have is a gas gauge. That thing's saying we need gas at some point. Yeah, I think I want to try the Volvo. The Volvo's got a really nice horn. This is not a a great horn. Oh yeah, looking back, they didn't quite looking back at your numbers there. So 22,000 pounds. That's 11 tons. So that's cool. Once you start upgrading trucks, my guideline is to go ahead and add, have two axles in the back, but make one of them the drive and one of them a liftable axle, so that it looks better. And if I want, excuse me, if I need more traction, I lift that axle and I get all my weight on the drives, and I get traction. So. Come on now, stop sucking up gas there. Ooh, nice pop-up mountain. I love those things. It's just like a kid's game. Like a little storybook kids have. Oh, it's the land of the pop-up mountains. Ooh, this is so exciting. Andy and Mandy went on an adventure in the land of the pop-up mountains. They never knew what was going to be over the next hill, because sometimes there'd be a pop-up mountain, and sometimes there wouldn't be. On a forced downshift when in doubt. Oh, well, that's how far I can go, apparently. Go that far. Is that going to be far enough to the gas station? I might. I'm pretty sure I've done this before. This has a slight uphill coast to it. And I'm at 56, and I have to coast into the gas station. I'm at 42 now. I'm at 35. Yes, definitely is a hill. Ro reggae. What? Ro reggae? Is that a chant that helps you actually get up a hill? I don't think it's gonna help. 29K. I don't even see it on the map. Oh, there I see it. 29K, 25K. Doo-da day. Well, if I get around the next hill, it might be going downhill then. 21K, doo-da day. Oh, Scooby-Doo. Reggae. Reggae. Yes. Scooby-Doo. Sorry, my phone was beeping, but since I am unpowered. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Oh dear, what can the matter be? 3 old ladies locked in the lavatory. They were there from Monday to Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. Let's pretend that we're being a nice guy. Put our flashers on. Block the side here. Hopefully we get recovered too. Where are we? Just past Salt Lake City. Let's see what happens. Oh, Oh, this is different. View available services. Oh, you can dump the trailer. You say, screw this nonsense. Yes. You mean the truck too, right? Dismiss trailer. That's interesting. Unable to dismiss trailer while on job. Well, why did you ask me then? Okay. Very dark. Our job. Oh, okay. And what do we got? Trunk maintenance. Repair the wheels. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I really don't like those floating wheels, you know, but they're okay for a while, and then they start to grate on me. Okay, over here. Transmission shifts poorly. It's feeling poorly, and it's shifting poorly. And I've run out of cider. So, I'll be back. very much. Yes, I was. And I used to have a sign that said Mike. Thank you, Blazer Jack. Look, I got you to comment. Mute my mic when I go off to, so it doesn't make noise when I take it off. I actually used to have a little post-it saying Mike on the side of my screen. And the problem is I got used to it and I would ignore it. So I probably would have to do that poster and move it around. Or have it as a pop-up or something on my screen. Or have viewers like you to say, hey, muted. No, I'm a ventriloquist. No, it's Grandpa the Mime Trucker. Yeah, so after this job, I'm going to, well, I'm going to have supper, and I'll probably just complete the job by doing a go-to cheat. I'm going to, I think, load my Volvo truck, and I'm going to reload that Slippery Stairs mod that gives you ownable flatbeds, low boys. But I have to think about what to do with my various mods here. I'm having problems with the Slippery Stairs mod, and it shouldn't be giving me problems. So I think I'm possibly a truck mod is messing it up. Because you don't know whether the truck mod actually does trailer things or job mods too. It shouldn't really. This shifting is weird on this truck too. 8, 13, and we're at 68, or okay, we're not at 68. Actually going up a bit of a hill. Okay. Where are you going here? We're losing the left lane, okay? So this guy's going to then thus pull in front of me, right? Okay, that's not bad. That guy's not going to, because I'm not going to let him pull in. So, welcome to my stream. I'm in 1.32. I'm experimenting with owned trailers and having problems with a mod by Slippery Stairs that possibly was a factor of the mods I have for various trucks. So I might have to take all my trucks out. I don't really want to do that. I'll think about that. was thinking of a garden bench that I bought a number of years ago and then lent to a friend, and I'm pretty sure she did not use it because it looks like it's still taped up the way I taped it up when I gave it to her. So she may have had it in her, maybe moved it down to London, Ontario, had it in her garage for 8 years. And is sending it back, in which case, oh well. I think I've got the oil. Tea tongue oil or whatever the hell it is, and I'll just oil it and put it back together. I'll have to look at it before garbage day. There's a possibility it does not have any of the screws with it. Sort of an IKEA type concept with these screws and little, you know, older things. Oh, look. I just thought of that. Well, we'll look tomorrow when it's daylight. Darkish now. It's 7:16 and I'm pretty sure the sun is setting, so we are definitely past the longest day of the year. It's September the something, 24th. The longest day of the year is June 21st, I think. So we must be at the whatever. Yeah. Excuse me. Equal length day and night, and from now it's downhill now, folks. Stock up on drugs and booze and good books. Yes, it's downhill now from now on, and the days are going to get shorter and shorter and shorter, and the nights will get longer and longer. And I'm sure there's only 90, I guess. 90 more days, 90 more shopping days till Christmas. Yeah, I don't like the transmission on this truck. This truck looks cool, but I don't like the transmission. It's weird the way it works. The truck itself can't get a big engine, so I can't pull heavy loads. Doesn't do a liftable axle, so I can't lift an axle to get better traction. Doesn't support all the add-ons for inside the cabin, so I can't have my friend Melissa with me. So, like I said, we'll go to 7:30. It's getting dark here now. When's the sun come up? Well, it's not like driving in northern Canada. It's, even in the game, it's a long night. Probably not till 5. Which is okay, because I'm pretty sure the countryside is as boring as it is on the edges of the headlights there. Anyways, welcome to my stream, folks. And hopefully you enjoy what you find here. I do heavy haul and long distance on ATS and ETS. I got some add-on maps. ATS, my basic add-ons are coast to coast, which is the US states. Sorry, continental US. And Canada, which is the provinces of Canada. 9 of them, 8 of them, I think. I don't think it does. Doesn't do PEI or doesn't do Prince Edward Island or Newfoundland. It does Labrador though, sort of. And the third one I've got added on is Mexico. which is an excellent map to add on. Very detailed. On ETS, I've got added on mostly to the east. I've got Rus map, and then Russian open spaces, and then just the south of that, southern region. So 3 chunks of Russia. And I've also have the Brazil map added on. So may get into Brazil. Right, I got text coming in here. I don't want to text and drive, right? Ooh, just call, just. Oh well. I think that was my girlfriend calling from Toronto, so I'll come back in 10 minutes. Really? 15? 16, there we go. Sure. I can show it here. I've got... You mean to show like this? Comme ça? I have coast to coast added, which adds continental US. I have Canada Dream added, which adds all these cities across Canada, Vancouver up to Whitehorse, Yellowknife. And down below, we've got Mexico, which adds all this Baja Peninsula, this stuff here, and then this here. This here, portion here, it's called Mexico Extremo, I think, and it does extreme things like this road. So that's the maps I got. It's a good mix. Coast to coast, the U.S. coast to coast section is getting slowly updated. A lot of it is pretty sparse. Canada Dream, I think, is even a smaller crew, possibly one person. Not a lot of detail at all, but it's, you know, a lot of it's cut and paste. You know, the cities look pretty bad. Ottawa looks pretty bad. Toronto, there's a lot of cities that just miss the main thoroughfares, the way trucks would go through. And Mexico is the one map that has fantastic detail. They've got, you drive through the mountains and it's real mountains, more so than the Canadian ones, Rockies. It's big mountains and deep, canyons, and cool. No problem, Allie. The Mexico map is fun. Reed keeps, or one of my followers, Reed, who streams too, keeps challenging me to take a cargo on one of those squiggly little roads. I don't know. They're best done with a very short trailer, because the road corners are terrible. And with a smaller engine, because you really need good mileage, because there's no gas. There's no gas stations. Oh, speaking of gas stations, my friend dropped by, and he's to drop off something, and he had his car is a diesel. He has a diesel car, and he drives from Ottawa down to the London area and back again, and he gets, I don't know, he gets like 40 miles to the gallon or something. He gets really good mileage on the diesel, and the price is not bad either, especially since he fills up. There's several First Nations reserves along the way, and he stops in there to buy diesel. Their diesel is at 30% less because it's designed for it's missing all the taxes and stuff. It's for farm equipment, stuff like this. So the difference is it's got red dye in it, I think, to show that it's for tractors. So if he ever gets caught with having it in his car, there'll be a big fine. So oh, in Mexico, somebody in open pit. Yes, the open pit is a challenge too. Although I find, I get, like I said, I get better traction if I've got an axle. If I can lift one of my axles, then I get more weight onto my drives. That really helps me. So much so that when I'm upgrading trucks, I don't upgrade until I can get a liftable axle. I prefer the mid liftable to the tag liftable. Yeah, have you even taken the car being used? Oh. It's time for the sun to come up yet? I don't know, is it dark still? Oh yeah, it's pretty dark. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if anybody have watched the movie Fargo. I think Frances McDermott is the woman. She's got this Minnesota, oh yeah, just, they all do. It's a lovely movie. But I don't. Let's get gas. I've got a garage. Speaking of mechanics, I've got a garage I've been going to for probably 38 years. Well. And a good mechanic is worth their weight in gold, really. It's a private, basically a private garage, and it's okay. If it needs fixing, we'll fix it, and if not, we won't. Yeah, I know. Well, it's like a hairdresser, or a lot of different or dentist. You get people know you're good. I've been going to the same dentist for forever. Yeah, this garage. I mean, I had we'd bought, I think it was a Volkswagen Rabbit we bought, and we had problems with the dealer. Just, oh, I know what it was. It was, we bought it in the wintertime, and the heater worked fine, and then it got to be spring, and we couldn't shut the heater off. And we went back and forth on warranty, and them trying to, and I think like the valve, I think, was defective, or the cable hadn't been installed long enough, was too short or whatever like this, and it wasn't shutting off properly, whatever. And at one point, they tried to tell me that the heater never shuts off completely because you need to, even in the summer, you need to have water trickling through the system to keep it flushed. So that's why it's kind of warm in the car, and I just gave up then. And even though it was under warranty, I went to a garage I knew would charge me but do it properly, and I was much happier. So you know, you hate when you go anywhere, whether it's a, you know, a garage or a dentist or a doctor or a grocery store or whatever, and people treat you like an idiot, and you know they're treating you like an idiot. It's like, yeah. I mean, I'm going out to Orleans, where I'm from, or I moved out 8 or 9 years ago. Still go to the same garage, go to the same hairdresser. Now she's retiring, but in the garage went. He used to be a Petrocan affiliate, and then he went private, and yeah. And it's a good relationship. I go in, you know, if I have something, you know, my turn signal burns out, and I stop in on the way past because it's sorted by my sons, and then one of the chief mechanics will stop what he's doing, come out, replace my turn signal bulb for me for nothing, and then send me on my way. And it's the same with my dentist that I've gone to forever. If I need a little tweak or something, I'll go in, they'll squeeze me in, they'll fix it, and we'll go on our way. There's a lot to be said about loyalty, eh? My local pub here, you know, if I just watching the mirror, somebody didn't want me in. You know, even if it was packed, I got into my local St. Patrick's Day when the place, the Carlton Tavern, it was just jam-packed. People are sort of inching their way, trying to find a table to sit down and get a drink, and there's a serving station in the middle, there's not a real bar there, and I'd walk by, and, you know, Brianne would have me my standard Coors Light, run a tab for me, even though they don't run tabs unless you're a valued customer. Then I'd find a spot at my table. My friends were there, and oh, geez, where'd you get the beer? We've been waiting for service. Oh well. Loyalty. I've been coming here for a long time. I treat them well, they treat me well. Speaking of tipping, I always tip, generously. And my sister travels a lot down to Mexico and Guatemala and stuff, to resorts. She always pre-tips. She gets to the resort and she'll, you know, introduce herself to the bartender. You know, out at the pool or something. Give him $20. At the beginning of her visit, so. Okay, well I said I was going to drive till 7:30, and well, I do have a bunch of people viewing me, but unfortunately I hate to bail on you guys, but I hate to miss supper too. I'm getting hungry. Peckish. I need to fry up some veggies and onions and stuff like this, a bit of spices, and a jar of 99-cent ragu spaghetti sauce on sale, and then, excuse me, belching already, I haven't even eaten. Have some supper, but I will be on in a bit. So let's just pretend we're pulling over like a reasonable person here. Put flashes on. That work? Yeah, that works. And let's actually, I think what I'm gonna do is let me check and see if somebody else, if anybody else is here in Twitch land that we can raid. There's 6 of us. We could attack somebody. There's a Bob Ross marathon. Nope, nobody that I know that is driving. Did I mention I've got Bob Ross as my auto host? Anyways, thanks very much for viewing, people, and I'll be back on after supper. Thanks for the viewing. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for subscribing if you have, and subscribers get a free ebook. So there you go. Anyways, catch you later. Bye.